Hey there, it's Greg Schnell, and I am here with the Crisis in Commodities. Lots going on, so let's get right to it. To find any of my articles, you can check them out on StockCharts or gregschnell.com. You can reach me at newupdate at gregschnell.com. And today we're going to cover off the surging US dollar, oil, copper, steel, lithium, and rare earth metals, and finish up with gold and silver. So first of all, here's the US dollar, and it popped up here to 104. That takes out the prior high, and now that's a new high for 13 years. We've also broken the downtrend in momentum, which has been coiling tight and tight and tight for a year and a half. That's a really big deal. So we see this monster, the US dollar, surging, and that chart is down here in the bottom. What you see is this new high has taken out everything all the way back to late 2002, early 2003. And that is a huge thing, 17-year high. And then we've got this big downtrend in commodities. That's pretty deflationary. It happens to match up pretty good with ever since the dollar bottomed, commodities have been under pressure. So this is quite a seesaw battle. And as you can tell, commodities aren't winning. We're way down here at 120. We used to think support for the CRB index, the index of 19 commodities, was 180. So we're at one third less. That's crazy. So the CRB just zoomed in. We've been trying to find support for the last 4 years in here around this 120 is the new level. Everything is pointed south here. We've got a downward spiking PPO, which says we're in the winter position, and that suggests being careful. West Texas crude, same problem down here in the bottom right hand corner, briefly touched under $20 in overnight trade, I think it was. Anyway, we're hanging on just barely above 20. So lots of ugliness in the crude oil area. This is the big picture for crude oil going back to 1986. And this trend line, I was thinking it was going to bounce here and go to the moon. Did exactly the opposite. Bounced here and drilled to the center of the earth. We're now in the winter position on crude oil. This is messy, and crude employs a lot of people around the world, emerging markets, developed markets. This is a really big issue for crude to fall like this, so be careful. Crude's been one of the best storytellers for the breakdown in 2014-15, heading into the 16 low, in the 2018 breakdown, and here we are again. So Brent bombing down into the $25 range, $27 range, just ugly. Looking in on copper, one of the things we're noticing here is this is down to $2. This is a 17-year uptrend that's been broken, or 18-year uptrend, pretty severe. We thought we might break out to the top side here, no such luck. Momentum was right at zero. It's now gone negative, so this is a huge issue on a monthly chart. Looking at copper on a weekly basis, this is that uptrend line that's been broken. We also thought we had some horizontal support around 220, 200, or $2 is pretty close. We go to 194 level, and if that breaks, we're floating all the way back. So we're really under pressure here. And you can see copper's had no real rhythm to the upside on the momentum indicator. Looking in on the copper miners, they're just collapsing even faster than copper. So that's a real problem for us. Looking in on steel, this oil patch buys a ton of steel. So when oil broke loose, we've also seen everything in industrial manufacturing break down. Doesn't have to, but it definitely is concerned when oil goes away. So this has really been busting lower here. Oil topped right around the first of the year, so did this. So big issues there. Lithium, what you see here is this is a whole global electric car thing going on. Well, that's come slamming to a halt, and right now this looks like a test of the prior high and a fail. So we're down below 20, and as you can see, there's not a whole bunch of support, and this is literally water falling off the right side of the page. Here's rare earth metals, also used in batteries and that kind of thing, falling down, and the momentum trend never did get back above zero, breaking down here, all bearish. Okay, to wrap up with gold, the one thing I wanted to point out was that high in the US dollar in the year 2002 marked a big low in gold. And what we see here, when the US dollar topped, gold took off. And now I think this is kind of looking like a test of the double top. So this is pretty important. This is big picture. This is probably way different than anything you're hearing on gold out there. But I do want to make the point that if gold doesn't rally now, we have some really big problems. And currently, none of the setups around gold are something I like to see. Gold has broken all the trend lines. It's below the 40-week moving average. It's breaking the momentum uptrends. I'm not a buyer of gold here. Silver has just broken to new 10-year lows. That also supports the idea of those going lower, even though people are lining up to buy the coins. Commodities are trending down and lower. Be careful. And if you'd like to know more about the upturn, follow me on Twitter at
Hey guys, Grayson Rose here with StockCharts.com. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Remember, if you did, give us a like down below, leave us a comment. We'd love to hear from you. And most importantly, don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel for daily content from an incredible collection of technical analysts and financial minds. We'll see you back here very soon. Happy charting, my friends.